Grab your battle rifle, Spartans, because this week we are going to be checking out 3 brand new intense campaign maps that just arrived in Halo Infinite. From battling it out through winding Banished-controlled deserts, to revisiting a legendary mission from Halo 3, to standing off against banished warlords in an ancient forest, this week's episode is sure to hit that trigger finger itch. While we're prepping up the drop pods, just a quick shameless plug that the Spartan Outpost Discord server is always on the lookout for new recruits, where we are looking for brave new forgers and Spartans looking to squad up across all the Halo games, with forging sessions, custom game nights, and an easy way to show your map off to me and everyone else. So swing by today from the link in the description. Anyways, everyone, here is 3 epic new campaign forge maps that you don't want to miss. Swinging right into number 1, we fight it out in Nature's Calling campaign test, created by Thriller Kills and Zafiro Creep. This awesome map is an action-filled twist on the original multiplayer map, The Forest, where you will crawl through hordes of raging banished forces as you make your way through a mysterious ancient Forerunner-themed forest. As you make your way through the map, you will be challenged by gradually stronger sections of enemies, from having standoffs against aggressive brute captains to being challenged by high-priority targets. Your strength here will truly be tested. The map itself has been expertly designed, with awesome scenic shots of waterfalls, crash sites, and deep caves full of enemies such as Jaga, and plenty more to discover. Normally on the channel, I don't like to showcase maps that haven't been finished yet, but playing through this one has just been an absolute blast, and really just nails its own setting on feeling like a world that belongs in a small Spartan Ops mission, or something along the lines of a strike team level. All the battle zones are segmented into their own separate checkpoints, where you can catch your breath and grab some fresh new weapons and ammo. Although do be warned, the finale here will be your toughest challenge yet, as you'll be dealing with legendary characters such as the Harbinger, and large waves of countless bosses and ground forces. Before you jump in though, make sure to grab any of the difficulty levels that have been designed here as game types, which will all be provided in the video's description. Good luck, Spartan. Next up, you're going to need a weapon with Halo 3 Campaign, Crow's Nest, created by Riskiest Soul 35. That's right, Spartans, we are returning to Crow's Nest once again in this absolutely epic remake of the unforgettable mission from Halo 3. Crow's Nest is a faithful recreation of the original mission that we all know and love, with the mission starting out with Chief grabbing a weapon from the weapon racks and saying goodbye to good old Lord Hood. Him and the Arbiter will storm through a military installation now flooding with ground troops of the Covenant. All of the key locations and noticeable moments of the original mission have been executed perfectly here. From battling in the hangar bays and stopping those phantom dropships, to disarming the loaded bomb laying in the control room, this mission does everything perfect. All the enemy types and variants encountered here will play similar to the original, with jump pack brute sections, drones swarming the marines in the caves, and to my surprise, even parts like the brute chieftain being in the long hallway, standing guard as he watches his men fight, which I thought was just an awesome touch. Not only does the map and all the fights just feel great here, but Riskiest has even kept some of the original Easter eggs in, such as finding the classic red versus blue Easter egg and plenty of other ones scattered along the world. All of which is just super impressive, especially with the fact that this has all been made by only just one person. To set this one up, simply just play on Slayer, with the timer set to unlimited in your game mode options, and you'll be ready to finish the fight. For the third and final map, be prepared for a massive campaign with Operation FINALSTORM, created by Tag and Brags. Operation FINALSTORM sets your Spartan fire team in the middle of a banished-controlled desert stronghold. The mission itself is going to be absolutely colossal, with your team storming huge Forerunner and Banished-themed fortresses, to having huge standoffs in the rocky desert featuring multiple ghost sections, to finally pushing into a near endless mega fortress swarming with Banished. This map is going to be setting you up for one of the longest and most intense campaign missions I have ever featured yet here on the channel. with their team pushing themselves into a mission that could run well over 35 to 40 minutes to complete, which is just absolutely staggering to think about on its own. But even more so when you are reminded that this incredible world was built by the hands of only a single forger. Operation FINALSTORM builds itself up great, with tons of long fight scenes, plenty of ammo, and unique weapons to find along the way, and impressive map segments such as hydrothermal plants and huge water collection and energy strongholds. All of which, of course, also includes plenty of bosses, ranging from battling Jaga and members of the Silent Shadow to standing up against Escharum in a palm-clenching duel to end the battle once and for all. To set the map up, simply run the game using the Slayer game mode with the timer set to unlimited, and then you'll be set to take the fight to the Banished. And that wraps up this week's lineup, Spartans. As always, all the impressive maps shown here today can all be found right from the video's description, including their game modes. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you liked what you saw today, make sure to hit that like button and become a Spartan today by subscribing. Every week we launch new and interesting content all around the epic world of Halo, just like this one, so make sure to stay tuned for more. Finally, join the Spartan Outpost Discord server by visiting the link down in the comments, where you can sign yourself up for game nights, Forge showcases, and a server with over 300 unique Spartans ready to help team up with you in your fights. Anyways everyone, I shall see you all on the battlefield. Spartan out.